Every year, 9 News names a Leader of the Year, and the award recognizes outstanding leaders who have made significant impact on our state. Yesterday, Lydia Prado was named our 2022 Leader of the Year. She serves as Executive Director of Lifespan Local, a nonprofit that describes itself as a community-driven solutions that collectively identifies challenges while elevating community voices. That's a lot for me to say. But first of all, I have to say, you were so humble and almost embarrassed by this honor, but you've been doing this for a long time. And tell us, what is it that you focus on? You focus on a lot in some of the inequities in our communities.
Right, I think one of the things that we were just talking about is how the pandemic highlighted inequities, and so for those of us who are in community, it was like this decision, well then we need to address this differently. People wanted to get back to normal, and it's like, no, I don't want to get back to normal. We need to do things on the ground, partner with people who are living and breathing these inequities daily, and figure out how to respond differently and make change differently. So, you know, we partnered with community members. We're doing leadership training. We are involving folks in the neighborhoods every step of the way, finding everything we need, you know, in terms of strengths, talents, you know, facilitation abilities, whatever it is that we need to get things moving and get things done is there. So
I was struck by the fact that you mentioned, you know, we celebrate every baby that's born. We also we always are there for people when someone dies too. That's kind of what we wish we had. I mean, back in the day, you saw that, you know, when you think 30, 40, 50 years ago, we kind of need to get back to that place.
Yeah, I think we need to get to know each other better.
Yeah.
I think lots of folks are suffering from a sense of isolation. So what we're trying to do is build all kinds of opportunity for connection, and I think just developing a sense of purpose and hope for the future. And that happens in so many different ways. That happens at our diaper distribution. That happens when we're serving moms and babies. That happens when we're doing family leadership training for anybody who's interested. I mean, right now we have 20 young people who are going through, this is our first cohort, they're going through that leadership training themselves, and I can hardly wait to see what their projects are and what those futures are gonna look like.
So what ages are they roughly, some of these young people?
11 to 20.
Oh my gosh.
And they keep coming back, and they're into it now. They wanna get going, they wanna see change happen, and they're very excited about this leadership award, because to them it means that they can have a voice, they can make a difference. And it's all about having a positive impact, which is what we're after.
And we have not listened to these voices for so long, for decades, and not realized the individual needs in communities and better understand those voices. So when you look at those young people, and here you are, Leader of the Year, what do you tell them? What makes a great leader? What is that, and what would you tell them to do?
Oh, I would tell them, there's so many things. Like, do not let others define you. You know, to find the strengths in each other, find the strengths in themselves, that it's there, and they have a lot of allies, and there are people to count on. They can count on each other, and we see that happening now, and that there are supports there, and we believe in them, and that we see them as at promise. Like, there's this vision of them as capable and hopeful and contributing folks to our community.
I think for somebody like you, it must feel good to know you're passing that on. Because great leaders don't want to just operate on their own in a bubble. They want to see the next generation.
That and just seeing folks in the community, the adults who seem to be, and decide that, okay, now they can do something. They see that it can be done. They have small successes that lead to bigger successes. And I'm like, okay, here's the sustainability plan. This is capacity building at its best, because that isn't going anywhere. That's staying here, and we can all launch all kinds of wonderful things from that start.
We're so glad you're here.
Platform.
We're so glad you're in our community doing your work. Congratulations again.
Thank you so much.
Lydia Prado, our Leader of the Year for 2022.